Hello, hello, hello. Hey, the truth. How are you doing? Nubian Queen, how are you doing? Dark Skin Comics, how are you doing? How's everybody doing? No, I wasn't going to Montego Bay. Hey, the optimist. I wasn't going to Montego Bay. Ah, I wasn't going to Montego Bay. The optimist. Sante, Asante, Asante. Let me remove this. Hey, Imara. Hey, how have you been? I've been okay, just busy. A lot of work preparing for this trip and then missed the flight. The flight left 1 hour early, so high length. I was really so excited about this. In the morning, got to the airport, was at the counter, but they said they'd finished checking in people. And so I had to go back. Hey, Yo Yo, how are you doing? When is the next flight? Next flight is tomorrow morning. Well. So I don't even know. Sometimes I don't even want to get pissed because sometimes I'm like, everything happens for a reason. So my flight was scheduled to leave in the morning, today morning at 5 in the morning. Um, the curfew with the COVID restrictions and all that. There are no Uber. There's no, like, you can't get the Uber services. You can't get the at least from 10 to 4, 10 to 4, 10 to 5 a.m. in the morning. So if you don't leave before the curfew, if you don't leave the house before the curfew, chances of getting a cab to the airport are very minimum because they don't operate at between 10 to 4. There are few that operate, but you might be lucky to get one that works at that time. And I hope I'm clear. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Hey Freya, I miss you too. How are you doing? Let me know if you can hear me. Yes, I believe so, Imara. I believe so. So in case you're traveling during this time, just make sure you get to the airport. If you have a very early morning flight, make sure you get to the airport, or you must have organized means of transport. You should not rely on the cabs, the Ubers. Okay. So you should not rely on the cabs, the Ubers, and all that. And I just hate early morning flights. I hate early morning flights, those flights that leave at 5, 4, 6. Because if you sleep, you're going to oversleep. And currently, with the situation, there are no cabs. So I rushed. When I got a cab, I rushed, got here. The flight was leaving at The flight was leaving at 5 a.m., but I was at the counter by 4 a.m. But they said they'd finished checking in people. So it wasn't just me. We were about 10 people. And we were told there's nothing that can be done. We'll go back tomorrow morning. But it's not free. So you have to pay some fee. You have to pay some fee. So you have to go back to their offices because I booked Ethiopian Airlines. So you have to go back to their offices in town and they'll recalculate the whole trip and then give you, because they'll cancel if you had booked multi-city, they're gonna cancel the continuous, like the continuing route. And then after they cancel, they're going to give you a fee that you have to pay in order for you to continue their trip. And if you've missed a trip, one part of the trip, if you're doing multi cities, if you missed one part of the trip, you cannot join the trip midway. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be in the tomorrow flight. I'll be in the morning flight. So it just sucks that. So right now I'm at the airport. It's at 11:17 a.m. And I have to stay here until the morning so that I don't miss the morning flight. Been here for like an hour. I don't know. It's just something else. Um, yeah, that's Iluku Nenda Wapi. I remember if you've been following, I said I'm going to 21 countries this year. So I was starting today. Yeah, today morning I was starting my flight or my journey today morning when I missed the flight. Uh, where are you off to? I'm starting with Tanzania, then I'm going to Nigeria. I go to DRC. I go to Ethiopia. Yeah. One thing that's also, they told me my COVID results should be valid for Tanzania because Tanzania are not very strict with their COVID results. But the challenge of traveling right now, if you miss your flight, you also run the risk of your COVID results expiring. So if they expire, so that means even if you're rescheduling, you also have to rebook for another COVID test. But I was told it should be fine, so I'm just crossing my fingers. So I hope they won't turn me back because that would be so. I hope my results will be still valid as they told me. If they are not, that means it's gonna be cancelled. And if it's cancelled, that means I have to pay another fee. Oh goodness. That would mean I will have to pay another fee to change the flights and to do another COVID test again. I also hate early morning flights. I always stay overnight near an airport. I have no choice but to take such if I have no choice. I was very close to the airport for sure. Like the place where I was to the airport. For those ones who know, South B is very close to the airport. South B in Nairobi is very close to the airport. So I was close, but because of the curfew and the restriction of movement, there are no cabs. You'd be lucky to find a cab between 10 and 4 in the morning, 10 and 4 a.m. You'll be lucky if you can get a cab at that time. Don't worry, everything will be all right. Yeah. Um, I have to stay positive, you know. I have to, because if I start worrying and stressing, I won't I won't be able to create content. So yeah, just trying to maintain high spirits, be happy, yeah, and things will fall in place. But I think this is a lesson. I mean, this is a lesson. If you're traveling, you have to check. And if you're in a country where there's restriction of movement and you need to get to the airport, you have to plan, either get to the airport early and wait, stay all those several hours, or maybe organize on how you're going to get someone to drop you at the airport. So right now I'm in this restaurant with my bags. The, with my bags there, and another one. I have to stay awake. I'll have to stay awake the whole night. So I'll have like 48 hours of no sleep. It's actually more than 48 hours because I woke up, I missed the flight. Now I have to get to the next one and I have to stay awake throughout the journey. Tomorrow, probably I'll be able to sleep tomorrow night or when I get to my destination. Yes, Angela, I believe so. Humble Gambian, how are you doing? Hi, Expose Africa, how are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, so just a quick update. I'm hoping everything will go. I'm just hoping everything goes well. My biggest concern right now is my COVID test because I did it on Sunday. I did the COVID test on Sunday evening. So, wow, I did my COVID test on Sunday. I'm hoping it will not have expired. Like traveling right now is not the same as it used to be back then. I'm sure if it was back then, by the time I got, because I asked, like, we have 1 hour, like, we have 1 hour before the flight takes off, but they refused to check us. They were like, oh, the procedure, the COVID thing, the regulations, so they leave early. Like, actually, the plane left the runway, like, when I was following it, it left the runway before the time that they had stated it was supposed to leave. Um, the whole COVID thing is a mess. I I agree. It's a big mess. I'm just hoping I'll still be able to do my 21 countries this year with all these challenges. I'm just hoping I'll be able to do my 21 countries. But the COVID test, because I know when I'll be leaving, when I'll be leaving Tanzania, I'll have to do a COVID test. And when I get to Nigeria, another COVID test. Leaving Nigeria, another COVID test. To DRC, when you get to DRC, another COVID test. And these things are tied to the flight. If results delay, you miss your flight. Like you can't even be allowed to get into the gate or where, not to get to the gate, to the counter because they check in before you get in. Tricky time to travel. Totally. It's the worst time to travel, but we'll do our best. We'll do our best. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited about the upcoming trips. I'm I'm sure, like I know these challenges are going to be there, but I'm really hoping for the very best. I'm hoping to have the best time. I'm hoping to, you know, create the best content, interact with people, and I'm just so glad because finally, despite all these challenges, finally I'm able to travel. And like I had said earlier, let me see, just a second, sorry. Yeah, and like when I was starting the channel, traveling and all that, so I'm excited to be able to do that again this year, to be able to travel, to be able to tell stories. I always say telling the African story the African way by Africans. So, Sister Umenda Wapi just came in here, my friend. I'm in Achege. I'm bring 21 countries this year, so I'm just starting. It's February already. I'm just hoping things will go well. Like 21 countries, it's February. Like January is gone. Thank you, Sheiks. Traveling has become overwhelming. Very. You'll be fine. When your flight is early in the AM, just sleep in the airport. Don't even think about sleeping. If you can do without sleeping, don't even think about sleeping. The best thing to do, just stay awake. Just stay awake. Because right now I have to stay awake. If you try sleeping, you can even be left when you're at the airport, inside the airport itself, where you're supposed to be checking into the counter and all that. You can actually be left behind. So I think the best thing, if you can stay awake, just stay awake. Yes, Rose. I'm positive and I'm so excited about the upcoming videos. I think in the next few days we'll starting to put videos, but part of the videos that I'll be posting, I still have a couple of videos from Mombasa and Malindi that are still being edited, that I'm still editing basically. So I still have some more videos that I'll be posting from Mombasa and Malindi. So maybe I don't know. I don't know if I should post those ones or I should just mix them in between this travel ones. But if you want to know the real time, if you want to follow me on real time and find out where I will be at a particular point, just check out my Instagram, because editing videos takes time. Editing videos takes time. So sometimes you find like I left Mombasa about 1 week ago, 1.5 weeks ago, but I'm still posting videos from there because it takes time. Uh, I hope everything works out. Sleep will mess things up for sure when you're trying to catch flights and interchanges. For sure, for sure. At least checking on my itinerary, this is the earliest flight. This one, the 5 a.m. The next one, the earliest is 10. So that one, at least someone you can be able to sleep. But this is the earliest I had, and I just hate morning flights. I really hate them because if you try to sleep, you'll oversleep. Or you choose to stay awake. Like right now, I've just chosen to stay awake the whole time. Um, JC, we'll come to you where I stay at the airport at night if I have an early flight. I also take red eye flights, midnight flights. Those are the best. Actually, I think the flights, if you can get flights before midnight, that you check in at around 7, 8, that's better. But this 4, 3, 2, the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flights, those are the worst. Uh, you come into Europe by any chance in your 21? I'm not so sure if I'll be in Europe. I'm not really so sure. I'm not so sure. Uh, I'm not so sure if I'll be. I don't know. I don't know. I'll find out. But if anything, I don't know. Most of the places in Europe are locked. So, and I know probably once these people receive the vaccine, because I know a lot of people have started receiving the vaccine. Uh, a lot of a lot of African nations are probably going to be the last to get the vaccine, and because the Europe and the Americas and the West has already started giving out the vaccine, I think it's going to be really, really hard for them to allow people from Africa to visit. Uh-huh. When you are in the US, check me out. Okay, I'll let you know, but I'm not so sure. But I'll be going to Jamaica. I think that's the closest I'll be to the US, in Jamaica. Hey Sherry, how are you? Sorry about your flight. I'm a big fan, dear. I'm also a YouTuber. I truly wanna get where you are. Sorry about the flight. Thank you so much, Terry. Keep creating. That's all I can say. Just keep creating. It's not easy. I know if you're a content creator, you know it's not easy. It's not easy. So just keep creating. Mm, thank you, Imara. Polly, hope all goes well. Hopefully, you have to be flexible. Things could change in a minute. I'm hoping so, but you see, the challenge is now when you miss flights or this COVID test and all the or maybe your COVID results expire because you missed a flight or something. Uh, it's expensive. Like traveling right now is very expensive because first for your flight cost, you must have the COVID test, and then in case you miss your flight and your COVID results have expired, that means you cannot travel in the next flight because you have to go somewhere take the test. And I don't know anywhere where they're doing the test and giving people immediate results. So it will take time before you get your COVID results. So that means you have to reschedule for a couple of days. Here in Washington, they're offering a bag of weed if you get the vaccine. Why? That's weird. Why would they? Why would they? Why would they give weed with the vaccine? Most of Europe is on lockdown. Yes. Thank you, Nancy. Where are you traveling to? MT2. I'm going to different countries. I'm trying to do 21 countries this year. So I'm going to different countries. If you ever come to England, please, me and my family would be happy to host you, my sister. All right, Maina Chege. He was going to Gambia. He was going to Gambia from Tanzania, and the results. Did he have to also pay extra to get to the next flight? Did they pay extra to get to the next flight? As of Saturday, flights from Germany. As of Saturday, France will not be allowed in the UK. Wow, wow. And I know flights from Tanzania have also been banned in the UK. Yeah, the flight left me brown cut blue. The flight left me. Yes, JC, I'm trying to do that. I'm hoping for the best. Travel is no longer the same. It's not what it used to be. It's just a lot of challenges, a lot of tests, a lot of panic, a lot of rushing. Like everything is different. A lot of things have changed right now. Traveling is not the same anymore. So I'll do my best. I'll do my best to see how much of the 21 I can be able to achieve. Mm, oh wow, Ivan, that's sad. I was going to TZ but changed my mind because of the same reason, COVID. You see, most people don't want to take the vaccine, so they are enticing people to get it by any means necessary. Another YouTuber was covering it, showing the ads of Washington DC, get a job, get a bag. Wow, really? That's weird. I mean, well, okay, that's something, I had a lot of flights starting to get cancelled. Mine wasn't cancelled though. Mine wasn't cancelled. It's still on, but unfortunately, it's on, but unfortunately, it left me. It left me. So yes, JC, I'm aware that the UK has banned all flights coming from Tanzania and the Congo. I'm aware of that. I'm aware that the UK has banned all flights from Tanzania and the Congo. I'm not really planning to be in the UK, but I might be there, might visit, but not any soon. Why is everybody leaving you except me? Leaving me for where? Where are you? Where leaving me for where? My husband came back to the US safely, no problems from Tanzania with KLM. He took the test. Okay. How long before your next flight now? Have you already rescheduled? Yeah, I had, you know, you know, uh, there's no way when we got here and we couldn't board. There's absolutely no way you can reschedule at the airport. So at the airport, there's nothing you can do. So you have to leave the airport and go to their offices at the city center. So I left the airport and went to the offices, Ethiopian Airlines offices at the city center, and they charge you a fee. They charge you. They charged me. They charged me $150 to reschedule because they told me they have to cancel the because my flight is multi-city. I'm going to lots of cities at one go, and they told me if you miss a flight, I was like, okay, if I get myself to Tanzania, can I be able to rejoin, like continue with the rest of the flights that I booked from Tanzania? They told me it's not possible. So what they did, they canceled the whole trip, like they canceled everything. So they canceled the whole trip, including the connecting flights, all the connecting flights I had, and they had to rebook me again. But they charged me $150 for that. How long now before your next flight? Have you already rescheduled? Yeah, I did, and I even did online check-in because I'm not taking chances. So I came to the airport. I left. I came here about 9. I came to the airport at about 9 p.m. The flight is at 5 in the morning, so I'm gonna be here until 5 in the morning. Hey, Cassie, how are you doing? The US also banned some flights from Europe and South Africa. Yeah. Let me check some comments here. So where were you flying to? Tanzania, Nigeria, DRC, and DRC, Ethiopia. Uh, you were on African time. I wasn't on African time. No, they left early. They left 1 hour before. Penalty fee. Yeah. Why did you miss your flight? It left me. It left me. It left 1 hour before because I was there for the flight supposed to leave at 5. So it basically left me. We tried talking to, because it wasn't me, we were about 10 people. We tried, because they were still there at the counter finalizing. We tried talking to the people at the counter, but they refused. They refused to allow us to board. So they were like, so we were turned at 4 a.m. We were turned back. So what do you do? Just go back to the house and sleep, and then just see what you can do next. Mm, are you going to Ghana? Definitely. When I'll do West Africa, I think it would be easier for me to do multiple countries in West Africa, probably in my second or third phase of my travel. So I'll do lots of West African countries, and of course, there's absolutely no way I'm going to miss going to Ghana. Asante, Ivan. Mm, that sounds like a travel ban. I don't know. It was just like she just couldn't hear anything. Like we are there. The flight is supposed to leave in 1 hour. We are there like an hour. I don't think. Will you rebook or cancel your trip? I rebooked. They cancelled and then rebooked me. So I cannot. I was just I was just so scared when they told me that they'll have to cancel and rebook me because I'm thinking that maybe next time it's cheaper when you book multi cities, like several cities with one airline. It's cheaper to do that. But the big challenge becomes like when you miss one part of the trip, you cannot continue to the next. So, yes, 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 I have to be on time. So for you and other passengers, there was no other option. There was, in fact, there was some, there was some man there with his wife and three children. I can imagine the amount of fine they paid. All that, that's a lot of money to pay. Like that's $150 times five. That's a lot of money to pay as fine. So they were five or six. Are you able to appeal to the airline later once you have settled? Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe that's the thing someone you can do. But if you're going to try and or appeal, if they tell you you need to rebook right now, because if you're going to try and negotiate appeal and all that, they tell you come back tomorrow and things like that, you're definitely going to go through a lot, and you will also have to do another COVID test. So it will interfere with the with everything. What about going to Uganda? Once everything is settled, Uganda, I've been to East Africa before, so go to my channel, check out videos on the playlist, check out Uganda, check out Rwanda, there's Burundi. I've been to all East African countries, so go to my channel, check that out. So East Africa probably is going to be the last part of the journey, because that's closer home. I know it's expensive, but on the safer side, all right, home of fire for sure. Travel insurance. What's wrong? You should not be charged for a flight which left you. I'm going to follow that. I'm actually going to follow that because all that the manager did was just to take photo of the passport and said you come back tomorrow. But you are told don't. If you're just told to come back tomorrow, don't just. You have to go back to the office. Taking the photo and not saying anything or giving you assurance that you'll be in the next flight is not the best. You are now supposed to be there 2 hours before the flight to be safe. They said 4 hours. Um, they don't. They see it's not possible. Like it's not possible. It's not possible because these 10 people, like 10 or 7 of you who are waiting, whose flights have been cancelled. So there's really nothing you can do. I'm very sorry that happened. Thank you. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm going to still have a blast. I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to bring some amazing content, unique content. I'm going to be able to do things that I love and share with you. I'm so excited about it. So just that I don't want so many challenges because I don't. I'm traveling on a budget. I'm traveling on a budget, so I don't have money to waste. Did you say 4 hours? Yes. The This thing they gave me, they said 4 hours. Yeah, they gave me the ticket, the new ticket. They said 4 hours. Yeah, they say 4 hours. Is COVID an issue there? We know a lady in Tanzania saying it's rampant while others say it's low. I feel like you should be able to get the COVID test waived in this situation. How? That's between, you see, now there are lots of entities involved. There is the airline, and then there's the government of the nation, of the country that you're going to. So I don't think anyone is going to waive the COVID test for you. Don't lose sight. It's all for a reason. Sometimes we can't see it. For sure, for sure. That's my only consolation. I just say everything happens for a reason. So why don't you do a video vlog on Nairobi International Airport? It's dark. It's dark. It's night. So it's, and then you can't just be walking into terminals. So maybe when I'll be, because I've already started this video, so part of it I will cover the terminal that I'll be going through. But you can't go across the airport recording unless you want to get yourself arrested. Uh, from Nairobi to Tanzania. What do you mean, Victor? What do you mean? Aaron, I was traveling from Nairobi to Tanzania via Ethiopia, which is crazy because this flight is going to take me about, let me see. So this flight is going to take me how many hours? They've not indicated. This flight is going to take me 8 hours. This flight is going to take me 8 hours. Yet, if I had got a direct flight, it would have just taken me maximum 2 hours. Hey, Michael. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm not worried. I was just so frustrated. I mean, that very moment when you miss a flight, or it's when it dawns on you that you can't really board, you feel it's a mixture of feelings. Especially if you look at it, you're like the flight is still here. It's a mixture of feelings. I'm really sorry to see you back in Kigali, and sorry for missing. I wish. Actually, I wasn't planning to go to Tanzania. I was planning to go to Rwanda, but Rwanda went on lockdown, so I couldn't wait. So I changed. Instead of going to Rwanda, I changed and decided to go to Tanzania. Italy, how are you doing? So stay tuned for some amazing videos. I got some people were asking me in the last, not the very last video I just posted today. Some people were asking me about which camera I was using for the video I shot with Go Black to Africa. This is my camera. So this is the camera I'm using. So for those ones who are asking, this is the camera. I like it because it's very small and it comes with a wide angle lens. So you just attach it like that and you are able to film. And I like it because it has 4 microphones, so it's able to pick audio from different directions. And this is what I'll be using to film, so I'm so excited. Camera with no name. No, I mean, this is DJI. I see DJI because I remember, I think I saw your comment. You're saying camera with no name. I shared the link, but it didn't come through. And I see DJI, but I think a lot of people didn't understand that DJI, or maybe don't know that this DJI camera. But this is the camera. This is DJI Pocket 2. DJI Pocket 2. It's really tiny. It has a gimbal. As you can see, it has a gimbal. Let me see. I don't know if the video is clear. Yeah. So it has a gimbal, and I'm able to flip it between facing that and recording me. So it can record me and it can record, if I want it to record the other side, it can just flip and record that. And if I want to move it around, I can do this and it will rotate. If I'm panning, so I don't need, unlike before where you could move. So right now there's something that controls it. This button controls it. So you are able to slowly move it around, move it up and down. And yeah, I like it because you can even pause a video. Is it Chinese? Nope. If you know DJI, DJI is the company that produces the the best drones. So they just started producing cameras, like action cameras and small cameras like this. So if you know about drones and all that, this is the same company. DJI is the one that produces your favorite drones. So those amazing drone shots you see, they're mostly shot on DJI cameras, on DJI drones. So they started producing cameras. Maybe one day after COVID, you should visit California. Sure, regulators and the regulators. What happens when you land? Aren't you a bit worried about segregation? Segregation from where? I don't understand. Hey Bijunwa, how are you doing? Does the gimbal come with the camera? It's tiny but has great image. I saw the interview with Go Black to Africa. Yeah, it's very tiny. In fact, it comes as this. So this extra part, the handle, this is a handle and extra mic. Yeah, it has a it has it has here. So if when you buy the creator combo, this is the creator combo. You can buy the camera alone. If you're buying the camera alone, let me switch this off. So that's how it locks. If you're buying the camera alone, it comes like this. So this is the camera. When you're buying the camera alone, if you're not buying the creator combo, it's this small. It has some cover here that I've kept far somewhere I can't get it. So it's it's the see, it's like smaller than my palm. It's smaller than my palm. So this handle has an extra mic. So this is a receiver. Yeah, so this is a receiver too. Apart from just being a handle, it's also a receiver. So you can attach it. You can attach it. So it has an external mic. So this is the external mic. So in case you just want unidirectional audio, so this is the mic. So it has this part that you can just clip to yourself like this. Um, so in case you want to use the external mic, so you can use this one, and then it will be picked with this one with the receiver. So this is the transmitter. You just turn it on and you use that. And also the camera itself has a good mic if you know how to use. So it has 4 microphones. So there's one on the side, another one on this side, one on this side, and another one at the front. So it's able to pick audio in all directions. Does it shoot in 4K? Yes, it shoots in 4K. It shoots in 4K. Um, but I don't shoot in 4K. My laptop is so weak. My laptop is so weak to handle 4K footage. So I shoot at 1080/60 or 1080/30. Hey Farah, which airport? Jomo Kenyatta International Airport in Nairobi. Okay, you mean DJI, the drone company? Yeah, this is DJI, the drone company. Oh, Canada, not California. All right, all right. How's the mic? I like the mic. It picks audio in all directions. It has four microphones. This, that, and that, and then you can select which one that you want to see. Which how can I put it? Which audio that you want it to pick? You want it to pick your audio? Do you want it to pick the audio of the person in front, the side, or everything? Can come pick you up with my private jets. Can I come? Yes, Chinedu. Chinedu Million. Yes, come pick me with your private jet right now. Okay, I see the DJI online and the mic you're using is wireless, correct? For multiple people talking, you can add another mic to clip on them. I don't know if that's possible. I was also wondering the same. I think that should work because I do have external mics. So I was wondering if, because there's a button here. Wait, let me see. I think this one, I'm going to try. I've not tried miking several people because it only comes with this one mic. One mic and the windshield, which I've kept somewhere far. I'm not so sure, but I'll be able to try and see if you can be able to mic as many people. But so far, if you are more than one person, the best thing is to use the audio coming from the camera itself because it's better than this one, which is unidirectional. Sawa baadaye, are you still taking off? Yes, I will. I'll take off in the morning. It shoots very well. The quality of your last video was superb. Yeah, it was okay, but I don't feel like, because I'm still learning the camera, I feel like that video could still, the quality could still be better. I didn't feel like it was like really as fine as I wanted it to be. And I think maybe it also needed some little color grading. Can it transmit live or only pre-recordings? I think I did see some people talking about it transmitting lives. I don't know, but I'm not so sure if it transmits live to YouTube. But I've seen someone saying they were doing it live to Facebook, so I'm not so sure if it can transmit live to YouTube. Yeah, so far I like it. It can zoom, and most of the things that in the previous past, if I was recording with the other camera, if I needed to turn, I'd have to use maybe turn the whole body. And I love it because it's very discreet. So a lot of times you would walk into a place and nobody even notice that you're recording because you don't have to hold it like this. You don't have to hold it like this when you're recording. If you turn it on, let's see. Okay, that's how it turns on. If you turn it on and you've already set it, okay. If I've set it, like I've already set it that way, so even if I hold it in this position, the mic will still face. So I don't have to hold it like this. I can just hold it like I'm walking in this position and it's still recording ahead or recording what I wanted it to record. Maybe also upgrade your laptop. Yes, good laptops are very expensive. The laptops that I've seen, they are like the ones that can edit good quality. They don't overheat because of editing too much or keeping them on for so long. They costing, one I saw is like 1,700 and something US dollars. It's unlike you not to give me a view of where you are at. What do you mean? I'm at the airport. I'm currently at the airport. Thank you so much for the super chat, Matthew Johnson. I do appreciate it. Appreciate it. So I still have 5 more hours of waiting, no sleep. For the camera, is the memory card and battery live? For how is the okay? So the memory card, I bought the memory card differently. So I bought 128 GB. It's better you buy it's better when you buy like big memory because this camera records very the footage is very heavy. Like the footage is very heavy because if you're recording like 1080 60, the footage is heavier than my other camera. So I bought the camera differently. I bought 120, yeah, I think it's 128 GB. Yeah, it uses this. This is the this is the memory card. Yeah, so that's the memory card. And about the battery life, so it comes with a charger. Um, it comes with a charger. You charge it through this port. You charge it through that port. So that, or in case you bought the camera without the creator combo, it has a part down here. You can charge it through here. So if you're charging it through here, it's going to charge the recorder, the microphone, and the camera itself. The battery life is not like really the best. If you're recording continuously, it's going to last you just about 2 hours. So the battery is inbuilt. So the best thing to do is to have a power bank. You need to have a power bank. So I bought some power bank as well so that I can be able to charge it as I go. For the camera, is it for the camera? Okay. Do you do all your editing? What software do you use? Need a live about your studio. Okay. I don't have a studio yet. I'm just using the equipment that I have. I don't have a studio as such. I just have some few equipment as such. I don't have a studio. I record from my house and out in the field. I do no, not all my editing. Some of my editing, most of my editing, I do it myself. Sometimes I do have someone who does my. I do have an editor. Sometimes I send out the footage. They edit for me to make my work easier. And what software do you use? I use Premiere Pro. I edit with Premiere Pro. Uh, thank Bakit. How are you doing? Thank you. I'm doing okay. The link up with Go Black to Africa. The footage is very nice and clear HD style. Yeah, that was the first time. I didn't even know how to use the camera. I just said I'm hoping it doesn't get trained because he was about to leave the country. So I gave Kunga to help us shoot that video. Are you coming here in USA, sister? No, no, I'm not coming to the USA. The camera is a very good investment. For that camera is a very good investment for your content. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Blind girl, his wife, their life. Thank you so much. I do appreciate. Hi, Kenyan sister. Wishing you good fortune on your travel. Thank you so much. Osage, how are you doing? It's been a moment. African Tigress, are you enjoying Tanzania? Giselle, I'm not in Tanzania. My flight left me. My flight left me in the morning, so I had to reschedule again. I had to reschedule. I wish I was in Tanzania already. So that's just one day wasted of my short duration that I'll be there. So I'm just hoping I'll have fun, I'll enjoy, I'll create amazing content, amazing stories, amazing experiences. And if there's anything that you'd like to see or any content that you're interested to see from Tanzania, let me know. Anything you'd love to see from Tanzania, let me know. From Tanzania, we are going to Nigeria. I'm so excited. You have no idea. I'm so excited about Nigeria as well because I've never been there, and it's going to be my first time in West Africa. Why aren't you giving a tour of your enclosure? The airport will one day become a heritage site. I'm in a restaurant, so I wouldn't want to film people without their consent. I'm in a restaurant because I decided to come to the airport early so that I don't miss again. So I'll be here for a couple of hours, and I decided to sit. As you can see, there's some machine, there's some computer over there, the one that's used for to take the orders and all that. So I'm in a restaurant right now. Where are you going? I was going to Tanzania. I'd love to see me in Tanzania. Are you in Tanzania, Justin? Are you in Tanzania? Tanzania East Corridor for Trade 2021. What's that? What's that, Italy? Any video suggestions you're interested in from Tanzania, Nigeria, Democratic Republic of Congo? Oh, I follow now. When you go to TZ, visit Tanga Nyumbani Resort. It's wonderful. Nigeria is so sweet. I was there for 1 year. Oh, okay. I don't think I'll get to Tanga. Accessing Tanga is closer to Mombasa. So, because I'm planning later on to relocate to Mombasa, I'm considering to go to Tanga from Mombasa. I can actually drive from Mombasa to Tanga later on. If I have that option, I'd go to cities that are far off on the other side, but the ones that I can access easily from Kenya, I won't go to those cities right now. Mm, sister, I'm fine. Thank you. Please be careful in Nigeria. It's rough and tumble. Yeah, I've been following on what's happening in Nigeria. So yeah, I'm quite aware of some of the things that are happening in Nigeria. So I'll definitely be very careful. I do have some contacts on the ground there, so I'll be fine. Ports and train line. Actually, yeah, that's good. I would love to try their train. I did the train video in Kenya, so I'd love to try that train and see. Looking forward, looking forward for the Nigeria vlogs. Me too. I'm excited that in 2022 I'll be traveling for the. Oh, that's awesome! You're gonna love it. Oh, I went to school in Tanga. I'll visit Tanga from from Mombasa. You'll definitely love it. I mean, going to a place for the first time, if you love traveling, it's very exciting. It's very, it's very exciting and nervous at the same time. Nigerian officials are not shy about shaking you down for bribes. Mm, what do you mean by shaking? What does shaking me down mean? All right, thank you so much, Victor. Conmen are so many to be smart there in Nigeria. Most are good, though there. Okay. What are the temperatures in Tanzania while you'll be visiting? We are expecting snow here. It's currently 44 degrees and strong with this. I'm sure Dar es Salaam, the weather is most likely like Mombasa. Let me just check right now. Mm, right now, the temperature in Dar es Salaam is 27 degrees Celsius, which is 80 Fahrenheit. In Fahrenheit, it's 80. In degrees Celsius is, wait, and it's midnight, so during the day it's very hot. Let me check what it is during the day. Yeah, highs of 33, lows of 26. So 33 degrees Celsius, that's the highest, and the lowest is 26. And also, that is 91 in Fahrenheit and 78 in Fahrenheit. That is hot. Do not even, I know. Oh, okay, okay. I'll do my best. I'm just hoping, like, I'm really hoping, Equam, I'm hoping for a good experience. It's going to be my first West African nation, so I'm really positive, and I'm just hoping it's going to be a nice experience for me. I don't want wahala. I don't want wahala during these travels. How are you going to be? How long are you going? No, Narudi Kenya lini? I'm going I'll be away for so long. I'm not so sure. 44 degrees Fahrenheit. That's very low. Oh my goodness, that's very cold. I'll be back after a couple of, I don't know, months. Joe, I wish I was. Acha nilipe. Nazalipa na, let me see. Acha nilipe in cash. Nilipewa 50 mingi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is how much? 400. So that's 500. How much is it? 530. Jojo, I wish I was. Some other restaurant I'm paying my bill. Decided to come here to wait for that flight. Yay, Natosha. So thank you. Mwenda tezi na omo. It is jollof like pilau njeri. I don't know. No, jollof is really nice. I've taken it before. If you can start entertaining us, your followers, I want you to dance. I have two left feet legs or whatever. I can't dance. If I'll dance, I'll be dancing funny. So you'll probably be laughing, not because it's entertaining. It's entertaining in a funny way, like because I'm that bad in dancing. Hi, Pauline. How are you doing? Do you have to take anti-malaria tablets before traveling? No, I think I'm resistant to malaria. I can't I can't catch malaria because all my life grow up in a place that is a zone, like one of the places in Kenya whereby malaria is like so bad, like rampant, but I've never suffered malaria in my life, so I think I'm resistant to malaria. Unalipa room or what do you mean, Jojo? Tanzania looks really beautiful. Everyone I have followed has nothing but praise for that country. Can't wait to go and experience it myself. Have been there. I've been there like 5 times. And all the 5 times I've never been to Dar es Salaam. So for the first time I've been to Dar es Salaam. Are you O positive? Why are you asking about my blood group? Do you want some blood donation? Oh, si ulikuwa unalipa. We, kuna room ya 500. Jo, kuna room ya 500. No, I'm in a restaurant. I'm in the restaurant in the airport. I was not paying for a room. I had ordered some, I even forgot it. I'd ordered some coffee and something else, so I was eating what I'd ordered. I was paying for the meal I'd ordered. Doesn't have a, wasn't, hakuna room za 500. Hata zikikuwa siwezi kaa room ya 500. We have how many more hours to go? I don't want to doze off, so ask me questions. I don't want to doze off. I don't want to miss this flight. Ask me questions, any questions that you have now. Let's. Are you a tea or coffee person? Coffee. I love coffee. Oh, plus, plus hawashiki malaria. Oh, okay. Hiyo ndio yangu basi. Sikujua iko na or blood group has anything to do with it. Niko hiyo O positive by the way. Basi ndio maana. I didn't know that. I didn't know. Jojo says that if you are O positive, your blood group, you don't catch malaria. Oh, coffee too. Coffee too. Ask me questions. Ask me questions if you have any questions. Any questions that you have for the next. What's the time? For the next 30 minutes. No, 23 minutes. Let's make it 23 minutes and then we can end the stream. Asante. Thank you, Rednon Music. Karibu. How many languages do you speak? 1, 2 Kiswahili, 3 English, je parle un peu français, a little French, and a little, a little Mandarin, Chinese. So I'm good in three languages. French, I'm intermediate, and then a little bit of Mandarin. Tea is my drink. Coffee fries my mouth. Oh, I love the smell of coffee, so that's why I love coffee. Um, are you married? No, I'm not married. What is Bantu migration or a Bantu expansion? Bantu migration happened some years back because they say Bantus came from the Congo Basin, which I think is the present day DRC, Cameroon, around those areas, and they moved to different parts of the continent. So a lot of the Bantus in Kenya came from the Congo Basin via Shungwai, I think in Tanzania, from my history classes, and they settled at different parts of the country. Jollof rice is nothing like pilau, it's more like biryani. Yes, it's more like biryani. What's the type of the camera? The camera is DJI Pocket 2. This is an extension, but basically the camera is this side upwards. Thank you, Aaron. I'll be safe. When you toast foreign food, please describe it like food we know so we can imagine. Okay. So I'll try that, but I'm not so much into making food vlogs. because especially foreign food that is something that is not eaten in Kenya. I'm not that very open minded in trying out some foods though, because I know there are people who eat rats, some people eat snails, slugs, or something like that. So I'm not very, no, like I'm not, never, never, I cannot eat the snails that people eat. I cannot, never eat a rat, even if it was the last thing left. DJI. D for dog. JI. It's DJI, not BJI. DJI. DJI Pocket 2. Do you speak Luo language? I hear a lot of, I speak almost every Kenyan language, almost, but not like really fluently, like the main things. Can I bring you coffee maker upon coming back to Kenya? Nilete. Yes, Jojo, bring me one. Have you had coffee with cocoa cayenne? Call it Mexican coffee, but it sounds African drink to me. I drink it daily. No, I've not tried that, but I'm open to trying that. It's neat. I like it. Thank you. Where is it made? I think DJI is American. So this one, I don't know. Is it written made somewhere? You know, most of these companies, okay, I know DJI. I think DJI, it's the same company that manufactures drones. I think it's American. But you know, most of these big companies, they also get their stuff done in China because of the cost of labor. So, uh, love you. I love you too, Jackie. Love you too, Jaber. I saw a vlog by Passenger Paravi. He went to Somalia. Do you intend to visit Somalia someday? I think I'm gonna check out Hargeisa, Somaliland, Hargeisa. I'm going to check it out, but I'll need to have some contact and some people to show me around and to take care of me. I'm not very familiar with those territories, so I thought they eat rats in Africa. Some countries, some communities, some countries they eat rats, but I don't know if in Kenya there's a community that eats rats. So personally, I cannot. What type of coffee do you prefer? It depends. Sometimes I my all-time favorite is cappuccino. I like latte. I like espresso. So it depends. Thank you, Queen Atieno. Thank you so much. Agree, the rats and snails don't appeal to me too, and I have a Nigerian background. Me too, I cannot like hats off to those people who travel and try out foreign food. Like there are those ones who just travel their channels or their channels are all about food. So hats off because I can't do that. Please also do a house tour, please. Which house tour? Do you mean like a house tour in Tanzania, the places that I'll be visiting? I'm from Bukoba, Tanzania. We eat nzenene cricket. You see, I cannot eat cricket too. I cannot eat cricket too. Do you plan to meet vlogger Flo Chinyere when you go to Nigeria? I'm open for collaboration, so the people who will be willing or open for the collaboration, I'm game. I'm open for collaboration, you know. It's also a way of, connecting, building, telling stories. So I'm open for collaboration. Yeah. So far two Nigerian YouTubers have reached out to me, so I'll definitely be collaborating with some two Nigerian YouTubers. So waiting to see the rest. What's your daily routine in order to I'm still it's still a work. It's a work in progress. I can't say it's perfect. I think it's just the gene like GENE. So the rest I'm trying to like eat healthy. Kenya officially language English and Kiswahili. Yeah. YouTube I could never come 5 feet close to a rat. I'm too used to American lifestyle. African Tigress, you are one of the best interviewer. Thank you so much, Karim. The African coffee blend I mentioned will elevate your coffee experience because the cacao makes it really rich plus slight cayenne hit. Do you make your coffee at home? Yes, I make my coffee at home, but sometimes I make my black coffee at home, but this other type of coffee, I get it. Grasshopper types, I can never eat that. In West Africa, a member of the, oh, I've heard of grass cutter. They say grass cutter. Yeah, yes. Equam, I've heard about that. Grass cutter, they call it grass cutter. Love nyama choma and chapati. I mean house tour in Kisumu. Maybe. Will you be traveling a lot in DRC? It's a city, is a huge country. You know what? Traveling in DRC is very expensive. First, there are very few airlines. Like the most expensive of all these trips is the DRC Congo. A lot of the airlines are not a lot of the airlines are not going into Congo. And within DRC, to move from one part of the country to the other, you must fly. I'm told at the middle of the country there's an equatorial forest, so there's no road transport. Apparently, I asked why can they build roads and something. Someone like I was talking to someone who's a citizen. They said that I don't know the UN or the World Health Organization told them that that would be interfering with the forests, the lungs. They called it. They told me the lungs of the world. So like the UN, I don't know it's the UN or the World Health Organization or whichever those multinational organizations. They don't want them to build roads in DRC because they say it is. They say it's the lungs of the world, the equatorial forest. So I was checking flights within that country today. I was shocked. Of course, I was planning to visit these cities because in Kenya, flying from one city to the other, it's like $50, $60. Do you know? I was checking a flight within Congo. I was checking a return flight from Kinshasa to Lubumbashi. It was 1,100 and something dollars. I don't have that kind of money. I can't. And then I checked from Kinshasa to Goma, still within the same country, and it was 900 and something US dollars, which I can't. So I'll do the ones that I can. And then places like Lubumbashi, places like Goma, because Goma is closer to Rwanda. Actually, where I am right now, Nairobi is closer to Goma than Goma to Kinshasa. If I was to take a flight from Nairobi to Goma, which is not there, it's 1 hour 20 minutes. I think it's there 1 hour 20 minutes. Then from someone coming from Kinshasa to Goma, it's 2 hours. So Congo is really big. It's very massive, and it's the capital Kinshasa. I came to also learn it's the second most expensive city in Africa after Luanda. Luanda is in Angola. So let me see what we'll be able to do in Congo. Mambo ndo nimefika from Jobo. What's the update ya safari? Oh, brother Kenya, missed my flight in the morning, so I'm waiting for another flight. I had to reschedule, rebook again, cancel, or like it had to be cancelled, rebook, and all that. So, Equam, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying like there has to be a way. Like getting like moving within that country is very hard and extremely expensive. I can't believe spending like $1,000 moving within the same country. Like getting a flight within Congo from one city to another is $1,000. Like that's unacceptable. It's too expensive. I cannot. Yeah, I'm sure if Congo was probably owned by the people who are telling them that they cannot build the roads or something like that, I'm sure they would have found a way to build the road through that equatorial forest because people need to move. Equam, I also didn't realize until 2 days ago because I was like, oh, we can move within with road. I was told like there's no road transport. Then checking on flights, they like $1,000. The cheapest we saw like is 900 and something dollars. I said I can't do that. I'll just visit the places and spend most of the time in Kinshasa. You arrived late for your flight. I don't know. I got there 1 hour before it left, but they said we cannot check in. They said it's late. Thank you, Brenda Akinyi. So we have 9 minutes. We have 9 minutes before we end the stream in case you have any question. If you have any question, what's your take on African totems? I think it's culture. It's culture. I mean, and I think it's been there since our ancestors. I don't understand from which angle are you trying to bring it. Have they rebooked you on another flight? Yeah, they didn't. I had to rebook myself. They can't, like, even if they leave, as long as you've been left, you must pay a fine or fee. So my only worry, I'm just hoping that my COVID results would still be valid. Oh, will you be visiting? Like, I mean, when I'm doing West Africa, Sierra Leone is a must visit. I must visit Salon. I must, like, I have some friends there for so long. They've been telling me about Sierra Leone, and I really need to visit. Please come to Jamaica, African Tigress. I'm coming in August. You should show some Kenyan wildlife. I want to see more of that. I really don't think a lot of people are interested in seeing the wildlife. I don't think a lot of people are interested in seeing the wildlife on this platform. I don't think so. I don't think going to for safaris to see the lions, the elephants, and all that. I think safaris are not best seen. Like safaris are best when you experience and see it yourself. Thank you, Mwagodi. I appreciate. Which is more work, editing videos or hosting long live stream with panelists? Pros and cons. Good question. Mm, the good thing with live streams, is that you won't have to edit. You won't have to edit once the live stream is done. You're good, like no editing and all that. But then it also depends on the type of live stream. Sometimes they can be extremely draining. Of course, you won't edit, but when hosting a live stream with a lot of people, sometimes it can be very draining, like very draining. I did a lot of that last year, and I just decided to like take a pause a little bit because it's very, very, very draining. Uh, and also, to be honest, another thing I think with live streams, they're really nice. If I'm to do live streams again, I would regulate, like control who's coming on the panel and who is not just random people coming and all that. It's coming and just talking, because sometimes some people get used so much to the point that uh, they become disrespectful. So yeah, Editing videos is fun. I enjoy it, but it takes a lot of time to edit. Like a very, like there's very few videos that I can say like I really enjoyed. Editing takes obviously takes a lot of time. Hey Kayla, you will love Jamaica. I can't wait. Africa. Victor, flight distance from Kinshasa to Goma is one. You see, it's big. The RC is big and expensive. It's very expensive. I think like it's the second most expensive country or city, especially Kinshasa. So love from Germany. Thank you so much. Hey from Finland. How you doing? Valley Helsinki. How are you doing? 4 minutes before we end the stream. Oh, thank you so much, Ekwam. I do appreciate. Thank you so much for the super chat. Asante sana. Bye bye. Sis, don't be anxious for nothing. Everything will work out. Yeah, I want to maintain that spirit, high spirit, positive vibes. Everything that happens for a reason, it happens for a reason. So everything will end up being fine at the end of the day. And we're going to have an amazing time and create amazing content. Just make sure you are subscribed, share, tag a friend, and let me just share the link to my. Let me share the link to my. Let me share the link to my Instagram if you want to get real-time updates. Because you know editing takes a lot of time, so sometimes I might be posting videos from Tanzania and yet I already left, or from Nigeria and I already left. So if you want to get real time updates, follow me on Instagram. I'll drop the link. Where are you there? I'm in Nairobi. Are you going to sleep at all before your flight? I cannot make that mistake again. I can't. I can't. I'm not going to sleep. I'll sleep once I get to my destination. Mm, blind guy, you say, wow, you said editing is fun. I've never had those two words together. We don't see safari wildlife, but your video intros are fire. What software do you use? Editing is fun. Like when you see like taking these short clips and then being able to create something beautiful. When you look at it, you marvel. Like I think that's why I said it's fun. Like when you take all these things, combine them, put some editing, some things that you need, the spices you need to add to the footage. And when you look at it, you'll feel satisfied. That's what I mean by saying that editing is fun. I use Premiere Pro. I use Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro to edit. Here in London, hi Isaac. Here in London, cold, grey, wet. The weather is horrible. Sorry. Mm, sorry, I just joined now. That flight did you miss from where to where? I was leaving Nairobi going to Dar es Salaam. That's what I missed. Hey, Michael Little, how are you doing? Okay, so I think there's no more questions and time to end the stream. Stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram for real time updates. I'll keep you posted about everything. So, I've seen a lot of people asking me why I wear a mask. If you don't wear a mask, they're like, oh, why are you wearing a mask and you are alone? As long as you're in public, okay, here in a restaurant, I can be excused because you are eating, you cannot eat with your mask. But if you are in public, you must wear a mask. If you don't wear a mask, you'll be fined $200, 20,000 Kenyan shillings, or 6 months in prison. So I will always wear a mask, and don't be like, oh, drop that mask. Send me that $200 so I can drop that mask if I get arrested and you can sort it. Because you know it's very easy to give an opinion online, but when I'll be arrested, I'll be on my own. Tanzania is larger than Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, and Burundi, but DRC is larger than Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, and Tanzania. Yet Tanzania is larger than Nigeria. Oh wow. How is Diani nowadays? Is it open to and tourists there? Bidenjon, yes, Diani is open. Diani is open. It's amazing. I didn't go there this time round, but I was there about a year ago. Still beautiful. And Canada is bigger than them all. Canada is tiny. Canada is very tiny. How big is Canada? Air has been commercialized, but Tanzanians are fine without a mask. She's wear the mask. She's wear that mask. Play the game. I don't want to be arrested, especially right now when you're traveling and then you're arrested and the police know you are desperate. You don't want to miss your flights. They'll get as much as like they would demand money from you. We'll check out the healthcare situation in Tanzania. Oh, okay. And it's the second largest country in the world. Okay, I didn't know that. So we are done here. Time to leave. Thank you so much for the super chat, Michael Little. I do appreciate it. It goes a long way. This is gonna help me recover. This is going to help me recover from the cancellation from the cancellation of the flight. Hope to meet you there in Nairobi for coffee. Sure. Once in Nairobi, let me know, Valley. Once in Nairobi, let me know. Canada is my home. Okay. Aye, Nyomaza. Sawa. Well, that must kind of avoid to be fined. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I do appreciate. I appreciate what you go back to Africa. Thank you so much, Sharon. You should visit Somalia and Djibouti. Yes, yes. Actually, when I'll do North Africa, I'm planning to do Egypt, Sudan. I'll do Egypt, Sudan, Djibouti, and Eritrea. I'll do them for at once. Um, okay, so I think we're done here. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in. Thank you so much for the super chat. It really means a lot to me, especially during this time. I'm hoping that to have fun. Stay tuned for amazing videos. Subscribe and also turn the notification on so that you will always get notified. So let me head to the terminal right now. So I'll be chilling there, editing and waiting for my flight. I don't want to miss it. Although it's in about what right now it's almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's in about 4 hours. They said we check in 4 hours before leaving. So all right, thank you, Sharon. However, Canada has only 30 million people. Wow, 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 that's nice. But most of Canada is inhabitable. Most part of it, like I think the very northern parts are very extremely cold. I was going to Dar es Salaam. I was going to Dar es Salaam. I was going to Dar es Salaam via Ethiopia. Takes long, 8 hours, but that's the most affordable and reasonable route that I could get. That's awesome. 38 million people for a second biggest country in the world. That's really big. Take care. Thank you so much. So we're ending the live stream. Stay tuned. Until next time. Kwaheri. Oh, I changed my hair. This is my hair right now. You'll probably see it in the videos. I changed my hair, so this is my new look. You're gonna see that in my next videos. In the next videos. Okay, bye.